right, welcome everybody to another episode of Cup0Joes. No, Cup0Joes, where you get your daily cup of Joe from a couple of Joes. And no, I'm not insane if you're watching and not listening. I'm not drinking out of a fucking camera lens. It's been converted into a coffee mug.
I'm shocked.
Cool. Or possibly a little place to stash your drugs. But you can't see through that, so I don't know how good that would be.
I like that lens.
I happen to actually own this lens. So we're filming with it right now. But look what it says instead of Canon. It's in the same font.
And I am.
Can I am. It's a can, right? A can I am. Yeah, you come here for the great jokes, I know. All right. Well, we usually started off with sports, and there have been some great things happening in the NBA.
Yep.
I know we aren't watching as much as we like to because the Dubs aren't in it. But Minnesota has been playing very well, although they did lose their first... Right, they lost the first game at home in this round, but they closed out the Denver Nuggets, which is what I'm talking about, in a Game 7 performance that was amazing.
Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and call it out that I got all of the predictions very wrong for this, for this last round.
You don't have to comment below, he knows.
I know.
So Anthony Edwards is playing amazing. Carl Anthony Towns I didn't think was as good as he is, I think, and he's really kind of proven it to me.
Right.
Rudy Gobert hit a fucking turnaround in that Game 7 that I don't think he's ever taken in a live game. And afterwards, Ant says, yeah, this one we knew it. When he hit the turnaround, I'm like, yeah, we got this. And then did you hear the press conference afterwards? I don't know if you've seen this thing on Carl Anthony Towns, how he might be gay. And he, when he first came in the league, he was using this, I'll come out to the kind of voice, and he's got a really kind of zesty kind of voice.
Yeah.
And one of his most famous zesty lines is, and after all that, and then he said it at the press conference, but he said it like, after all that, and Ant was like, after all that, and they both like laughing about it. This is how I know this team is going to go far. That chemistry is amazing. If you could joke about shit like that.
Right.
You're going to have a good time. They did lose it. I don't know how they lost that game. I think they had it in the bag a couple times. But that's what happens in the NBA. Anybody can hit on any given night.
Yep.
And they took it at Minnesota. But they won a lot of their games on the road anyway. So, going to be an interesting series.
I'd like to see Luka get there.
I like to see Luka get there too. I would too. I think it's the only thing that's not on his resume that needs to be.
I want to see the Timberwolves maybe next year.
They got time.
Yeah. They're young. They look like the Warriors back
do.
When they were first getting started.
And that kid can play, man. The Jordan comparisons, I know, are abounding, but he's his own player for sure. He can go to the hole. He sees the floor well. And even when he's not shooting well, he can still affect the game and help his teammates. And has a good attitude about shit.
His defense is
solid. Is crazy for how young he is too. Getting it that early like that.
And I think he likes playing defense too, which I think is somewhat rare.
Could he be Jimmy Butler's son? Or is he young enough?
They're twins.
It's Jordan's grandpa. Grandpa's is Jordan. Oh, fuck. Yeah, and then the WNBA is high in season.
Yep.
I mean, we're 3 games in or something like that.
Yep.
And Caitlin's been playing well. She's
still winless.
Still winless. She has come into her own a little bit, though. They've been closer games. She's bringing so much spotlight and attention. We probably wouldn't even be talking about the WNBA had she not.
It definitely calls out her stardom. The fact that we're fucking talking about it. I would have never guessed that 6 years ago.
And I finally saw somebody go at a WNBA player too. I forget the sports announcer, but he was like, "Dan Taurasi, you deserve to be out of the league. You're a fucking bully." Like talking like how you would a man who's like Draymond. They talk about Draymond like this. And I thought, yeah, man, equal rights.
No one thought we'd be having Diana Taurasi, Draymond Green comparisons.
Yeah. So that's cool. And then you mentioned an interesting story, Brett, before we started filming, that And I don't know if this is 100% true because there could be people in that other league that have slept together. But Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard, Carl Anthony Towns we just talked about. Who knows? And to each their own. Whoever you want to put your ding dong inside of, up to you. Or rub your snail trail on. All you.
That's the hook right there.
Damn it. I always do that. So yeah, I think it was on that same broadcast that said it's the only league where people are playing against their exes and or actively sleeping with somebody on the other team.
That you just passed to, yeah. Because I think the broadcast was like, and she passed it to her fiance or something like that.
Wow.
That's the only league in the world that we know of.
That is open about saying.
Right.
Pass it to your fiance. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and on the same line, Las Vegas. I guess they won the championship last year. Yep. Again, didn't watch much. Sorry. I'm watching this year. Their mayor gave them each $100,000. Some sort of city official. They said they wanted to sponsor them each with $100,000 salary, which is more than some of them are making in the league.
Seems illegal that a politician could do that.
Right? But
it's gotta come out of a fund somewhere.
What a great incentive to join a team. You're gonna get paid double.
Yep.
That's great. And if you can actually, what if you can't do it? What happens? Do they have to take the money back? This bitch is already about a G-Wag.
Well, you almost had it.
Oh my God. That would suck. But yeah, a lot of them don't make more than $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
And to get that kind of money, I wonder if it's tax free too.
Probably not.
Probably not.
You can't get that kind of money.
Free fucking rides in this world anymore.
Mm-hmm. Did you see that one? This is going back. This is months ago. Mm-hmm. The guy from Outkick Sports who put up he was offering up $1 million.
Okay.
Saying that was it Las Vegas Aces?
Okay. Yeah, I think it's Aces, yes.
He wants to put $1 million up for the state championship boys basketball team of his choice. High school. To play them. Winner gets the $1 million.
And that is it like an active open bet?
I think he just has it out there. It's more for like publicity. I don't think anyone's going to take him up on it. I think there'd be high school teams that would want to take it.
Every high school team in the world wants to at what point?
What do you think?
Oh, they would destroy him.
The high school team
would destroy them.
For sure. Cool.
I mean, look at LeBron in high school. He was 6'8" already.
Yep.
190 pounds or something like that. Yeah, these kids that are athletes say shit, they might even be able to hang with the junior high team. We're different people. Yep. It's a different thing. We shouldn't be compared upon it. And yes, there are some women that have been out there that could probably play in the men's league. But a lot of men that have played professionally could very easily transition into a game where you don't jump as high, run as fast, cut as hard.
Right.
Physiologically, we're built different.
And with all that being said, I'd get my ass kicked.
By any
female.
Any level. Probably a high school female player.
I think middle school is like my top.
Yeah. And I consider myself okay at basketball. But she would probably just post my ass up the entire time. And I would have no answer. And with that good feet work too. Yeah. Not to say that we're trying to say that all men are better. No. A woman that has trained, like a lot of dudes that play 24-hour fitness basketball think that they can take on a high school a college level basketball player. And I am here to tell you, you cannot.
No. Nope.
Especially a team where those girls know how to run, set plays, they've been playing together, have chemistry. There's no fucking way.
Right.
Unless you were a player at some level, and now you're playing at.
Right, like that's where it gets into like the state championship boys team. And it can't be from any state. Like he said, like it's got to be from like my top 5 schools.
Okay, so you're somewhere in California, New York.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Ohio has great ballers too. You never know.
It's not the Idaho men's.
Right. But you're talking kids in high school that are 6'8", 6'9". They're fresh ass legs, dunking over people, throwing oops, making passes that 30 years ago in the NBA they couldn't make.
Right.
And as we said before, your uncle said, it's a very perfected game.
Correct.
So I think women and men by that time can get to that level where most people will never be in the perfection realm. And then they just try to get better at the little things.
I think their shooting is going to look exactly the same, but the men, the boys in the high school level, just faster and bigger.
Yeah.
And that's all it's going to come down to is faster and bigger. It's not like they can't shoot because we saw that 3-point contest. She shot great.
And if you had some co-ed options, I think I'd watch that.
That'd be fun.
Is Big Three have girls?
I mean, they've offered it up.
They've offered it, right? Yeah.
Caitlin Clark, they've offered it. Yeah.
I mean, that would be cool. I'd like to see a co-ed league where, like softball or baseball league, you have to have 2 women or 3 men, or you can't have this many men on the field at once or something like that, just to even it out. Then you're not a defensive liability. You can cover somebody that's roughly your same height, your same speed, your same species.
Yeah, I don't like the comparison between men and women. I don't think there's a comparison to be made. It's just 2 different sports.
2 different sports, and we can enjoy them both and respect them both and know that most of us can't compete in any of them.
Yeah. Like, I'm not comparing bowlers to NBA players,
No. Okay. What do you think about this? There are some sports that are argued is more of a skill than a sport.
Okay.
Golfing being my highest level of this.
Okay.
Is it a sport?
It's definitely not a sport.
Okay.
It's the hardest thing that you can do.
Yes, I'll agree with that. It's the difference between a club pro and a PGA pro is miles, and we're talking 6-8 strokes, but the difference is crazy.
Right.
But can you be 80, overweight, with a fused back, and still play the game?
And so that's what the skill.
So
that's
what's
what's
the
the skill, because you can do it at any age. No one's lacing them up.
No one's lacing them up, dude. Well, you could try, and I've seen many an old man tear their ACL. I'm one of these motherfuckers. Completely ruptured my Achilles. But yeah, you're not going to be effective, really. But there's a senior tour, right?
Right. Yep.
So bowling. I mean, I've seen a lot of out of shape,
definitely not
older
a sport.
Gentlemen. If you can play in the wheelchairs as a sport, shit, basketball's not a sport then.
We're not going to touch that one.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
That was your whole Paralympic specials.
Yeah. Let's see. How would you define a sport?
So, would darts be a skill, right?
Skill.
Would baseball?
That's a sport for sure.
Okay, why?
Why?
Because this may figure it out for us here, what the definition is. Because you run, right? You're running.
I thought I had an argument, but I don't really have an argument.
I thought I had something. But...
All right, so I think certain positions are more athletic than others, but the entire sport is definitely more athletic because you got to be fast as fuck. Hitting a baseball,
one of the hardest things to do.
One of the hardest things.
So is hitting a golf ball the right way.
Yeah. There's athleticism to it. Like, you can't just like throw a ball.
Are there people that are out of shape that can play baseball? I mean, we've seen people like Big Papi.
I think you can be out of shape and be able to play any sport.
Linemen in the NFL.
Not good.
Yeah.
But you can
play well too. You can play well.
Yeah.
Maybe not as well as you possibly could have played.
Right.
But a lot of linemen are huge, would be most likely considered overweight by normal society, and they can run a fucking 4.8. You're like, what?
Right.
And now, if we look at Tiger Woods playing golf, he was built like an athlete.
Right. I think he kind of changed that. I think he
Really?
made it to where, like,
The Roys now
you better
super
be
in
working
shape.
out. Yeah.
I don't know if I watched much golf before him, so
Definitely not.
yeah, I kind of know.
I was a little
after
kid
him.
when Tiger was getting started, so
Yeah.
love Tiger.
So yeah, comment below. What's a sport? What
defines a sport?
What defines a sport? Yeah, and then give me a sport and like give me a skill, and then the reason why is a skill, not a sport.
Better yet, make the line.
Okay.
This is a sport. This is not a sport. They're the closest things together, but this is the line. Like
okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Get some feedback on this because
like cheerleading, volleyball. Like I'm just gonna put my line out there.
Like a cheerleading,
not a sport.
Amazingly athletic that you have to be to do it, though, right? Yeah. Like
I don't have a reason behind it. I'm just saying that's my line.
All right. Comment below. On to the next topic. So last time we were gonna do word association, I think you got to do it, but I didn't get to do it. So
all right, let's do that.
Yeah, you get some words. I'll clear my mind in a Zen-like fashion in order to quickly, or you can have AI do it too if you want to.
I got you.
And then we're gonna have some updates on AI because there's been some new developments, some cool shit that's come out that not everyone has access to yet. All right.
This is just what
words.
Very first one I clicked on. This is what we're going with.
Words.
Fear.
But I guess I fear
for sure
others' butts and things in my own butt.
You would not have made it as a correctional officer.
Yeah, I know. I saw the wand. All right.
Future.
Fusion.
For sure. Word.
Words. I think we should make a rule that there's no pluralizing the word. It wasn't expressly said, so technically.
Love.
Affection.
Good. You did it.
I think I did something correctly.
All right, let's see. Life.
Death.
Error.
No.
No.
Incorrect. Okay, next.
Speed.
Just jerks. That glass, baby.
Food.
Eat.
Water.
Drink.
Medicine.
Drink.
Drugs.
Drink.
Oh shit. Oh, we should have a rule. Anytime a word is said, we gotta find a word of the day.
Yeah, like Pee Wee Herman. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as the word of the day is said, we get up and start jacking off in front of people. Is he dead? Did he pass away?
I think he is.
Is Pee Wee Herman alive, guys? Tell us. Let us know.
Clock.
Work.
Cool.
Burn.
Avoid.
Me.
God.
None.
Gold.
Gold? Precious.
Encourage.
Ing.
Weak.
Strong.
Dare.
Drug abuse.
I like this one. Nude.
Naked.
Here's just one to fuck with you. Quarrel.
Squirrel.
Swear to God, just the same thing.
A squirrel was in a quarrel with another squirrel.
Test.
Fail.
Change.
Come on. Yeah, I was gonna say black.
Oh, shit.
I don't know why. And I shouldn't have said that out loud.
Probably cut this. Mobile.
Phone.
Happiness.
Doesn't exist.
It's one word.
Yep. Was that it?
Moon.
Stars.
Space.
A line.
Exercise.
Planet. Like Planet Fitness.
Don't try to justify it. That's a bad answer.
I don't know. That's terrible. All right. Word association. Yay. That's I don't know how to make my mind go blank. Like I was thinking of words already before you say it, and then if it didn't match, I have to think of another one.
Don't think anything.
Which is very true that you can't think of the negative. Like, don't think of an elephant. I bet you just fucking thought of an elephant. Yeah. Don't think of a big dick. Throbbing inside you. And as we add descriptive words, you're going to see everything. If you have a good imagination. Not those people that don't have an inner dialogue, though, apparently. Or do they have an imagination but no dialogue? Maybe they only see pictures and don't hear words. Do they not have an imagination?
We need to get one on.
Yeah. Get one of them. One of them.
No, that's one of them.
That's them. Probably the last
super
thing
fascinated.
you can say those people.
Everyone feels that way, though.
And how is it such a big percentage of the population? How have I never run into
And is it
anybody?
awesome?
It might be. I bet they're less anxious.
Or do people think they're stupid because they're outside? They think outside.
It's probably both. It's awesome and they're dumb. Everybody thinks I'm a fucking idiot.
I don't mean that they're dumb, like,
Right.
but they're perceived that way because
They're saying everything that should be thought.
because fuck, if I said everything that I thought,
We would both be dumb.
this is filtered shit that you're saying, like,
We can edit this, so imagine what we choose to leave in.
outside of this room, we're very professional. Unbelievably.
Several other companies. Okay, so last time we talked, you had a Tesla, and
Fuck
then
yeah.
and then you came over the next day and you fucking had a different colored Tesla.
Wrapped that shit.
It was the fastest turnaround in the fucking world. Came over with the gunmetal dope ass, with the nice rims. Pulled up the very next day with a cherry red.
Wrapped that shit. to cherry red.
I'm like, wait, am I tripping? Did I fucking not realize the first one was this color?
I don't think I did that many drugs yesterday.
Shit. We even see each other yesterday?
So, all right, story behind that one is I pick up my new Tesla, driving it home. 5 minutes into the drive, a little error comes up that I don't have AC. It's hot as fuck outside.
It is.
It
It's
is.
just starting to turn summer, like 90. We don't even get seasons anymore. It goes from winter to summer.
Yeah.
91 degrees now.
Yep. So, hot as fuck. AC doesn't work. I turn off the car, turn the car back on. AC starts working.
Did
Turns
you just
off.
do this?
Yeah. It's like the phone, like for
Roll the
us.
window down?
Yep. So I had to take it to the shop. It took a week or like 4 or 5 days
Okay.
to get back fixed, but now it's fixed. Fucking love the car.
What shop did you have to go to?
Dublin.
Do you like that experience where with the Tesla, you don't have to give them the key? Once you drive it onto their lot, they have access to the vehicle, it goes into service mode.
It's a trip.
That's pretty cool, though, huh?
I did like it. Also, the very first thing they did was give me the new car, the rental car.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we already know we're going to have it for more than a couple hours. So here's your car. Return it when
Yep.
it works for you.
Same model, everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, mine had the passenger door button opener went out. So I thought it was a fuse, and they showed me how to look at the fuses, and it wasn't that, so I had to bring it in. And they fixed it in like a day, and it said, come pick it up, which is cool too, because they just had to walk onto the lot and grab it.
Yep.
But it like rained in an odd way that day. It wasn't supposed to rain. And I left my fucking back windows down.
Shit.
And it rained hard. So I get home, I'm like, what the fuck? My windows are down. There's a good little inch of water in my, and they're like, oh, that should be fine. If you want, we'll add some premium connectivity. Or I'm like, what the fuck? It was fine.
What the
It
fuck?
actually cleaned it quite well. The seats needed it.
What the fuck?
But I've never had other bad experiences with them. And I have crashed mine. Backed into somebody. You would think with all the Tesla technology that the sensor would notice something behind you as it was going.
Yeah.
And automatically stop the car or even alert you, because my wife's fucking shitty Explorer does that. Hey, beep, 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 there's a fucking car coming. I'm in a parking lot. I'm just backing out like I normally do. I look at the camera. I'm looking this way because there's cars coming. And there's cars coming this way. So I'm looking both ways. Look that way, nothing's coming. Look this way, nothing's coming. Start to back up. The guy's coming like 40 miles an hour in the parking lot. Doesn't matter because I back into him. So I'm still at fault. So I kind of back in and right into his front fucking side passenger door.
That sucks.
Yeah, so my bumper's slightly different color than Smucker. I went to process it through insurance, and they're like, it's going to be $989 to fix. I'm like, oh, cool. My deductible's $1,000. So they still process it through insurance when I told them not to, so I have to pay more for my insurance now.
Oh, shit. That sucks.
Welcome to a new segment presented by Mamitas.
And Rake Baseball.
And Rake Baseball. We have an update on the blind situation at Joey's house. If you watch our podcast or listen to it, which you should, and if you haven't, go back and listen to all the episodes to find out which one we talked about this.
7.
There you go. It's number 1.
Maybe.
But watch them all. Anyway, Joey got some blinds done at his house a while back.
Yep.
That were all incorrect. And there was a whole fun fuck around schmigadoon that went around that.
Yeah, 29 windows, got blinds. All 29 were messed up in some way, shape, or form. They sent 29 new ones. They put those up, and we found 8 more that were no good as the guy was hanging them up. So he was,
in comparison, much better than the first time.
really good turnaround. So this has been going on for months now at this point.
This is like 4 months?
4 months now.
Fuck.
So guy comes out today to replace those 8 that are going to be done.
Oh, today.
This morning. Gets out here and we're going through, and I was like, oh shit, like I thought that one was going to be replaced because we also found this on this. So there's 3 more windows now they need. So in total, 8, 9, 10, 11 windows were no good. So he goes to hang up the balances.
Yeah.
Because they're finally right. And he comes up to me and he's like, hey man, I have really bad news. When they were first installed on day 1, they inset them too far. They didn't tell me that, but I need a whole day to redo everything. They only booked me out for 2 hours. And I was like, cool, well, you'll just push back the other appointments that you got today and finish these babies up, right? And he's like, nah, man, I'm going to have to come back out.
Fuck.
So now I have to wait another, usually it takes 4 weeks to get new blinds sent out.
Jesus.
4 more weeks for that. Then it takes about 2 weeks to get them back out there. So pushed out months again.
So the other blinds are still there. They're just incorrect.
Yeah.
They didn't take them in.
You're right.
Have 8 missing blinds.
No, they're there. So, fuck. At this point, like, just pay me out so I can go buy blinds from somebody else. Like,
pretty much, because you've spent 3 times the amount of money that you just spent on this job. At this point, they're paying you to come over and fuck up more.
Right.
Who's winning here?
Right. I mean, I don't know what amount of money is going to make me ever want to buy blinds from, like...
No more Lowe's, right?
Fuck Lowe's.
Home Depot it is all the way.
Fuck Lowe's.
Just trying to rally you up, Internet.
You can say that.
And I know it's going to work.
Really where it says Ace.
Yeah, Ace. The friendly neighborhood store, right? They have actual experts, good rental equipment,
Yeah.
good customer service, and fucking free popcorn.
Popcorn's where it's at. This is the best fucking popcorn, too.
It is. It's quality popcorn. It's kind of like DoubleTree.
Yeah.
You ever go to DoubleTree, you get the hot, warm cookies.
Yeah.
And they have that right underneath the thing Like they have a little oven, I've heard.
Yep.
And you don't remember shit else but that about a DoubleTree. But that's and the cookies are good,
They're hella good.
which is like
Hella good.
unexpected. You're thinking, I don't give a fuck about your shitty cookie, but they're really good cookies.
So, my orthodontist when I was younger, I was dating his niece at the time.
Okay.
So like I knew all of the inner workings. I dated her for like 6 years. So like I knew all about the family. So he owned the orthodontic office.
Yeah.
And I was getting braces on at the time too. I was older. When I got
So we got it for free?
fuck no.
I had a bitch charge you. What the fuck?
They didn't like me. It's white.
Oh.
I'm just gonna say that there's
Racial differences between
there was
him
a
and his-
racial difference, and
and that
they did
vagina
not
that
like
he
that.
used to be inside of. As long as she's paying her accounts, man. Come on.
So
Transition.
they found out where DoubleTree ordered their cookies and got their whole
Oh,
thing.
no shit.
So as you leave your orthodontist, which is hilarious,
They job secure themselves.
they job secured themselves, and they'd give you a cookie on your way out, and it's the same brand.
Did they ever tell you?
Yes, Otis Sputmeyer.
It's Otis
Otis
Bugmeyer. That
Sputmeyer.
makes
Yep.
sense.
Yep.
They're hella good cookies. I think that the kids do that with their school fundraisers. They have Otis
Yeah.
Bugmeyer. And that stuff is hella good.
They have like a special oven, like they
Yeah.
cook them perfect.
That's why when they're right at the counter there and you get them perfect in your hand, you're like, oh, this is nice. It's unexpected. Or what is it? Embassy Suites that does that happy hour,
Love Embassy Suites.
right?
Great hack for Disneyland.
Yeah, yeah. And guess what? There's not too much security at an Embassy Suites, okay? Keep your fucking hotel key card. They're going to ask you to show it.
Pro tip.
And if you show it, they don't give a fuck. If they ask you what room number you are, just make up a 4-digit number. You're good.
Count the floors to make sure you don't go too high.
Yeah, don't be dumb.
There is no 13. Don't lead with
There's
that.
never 13. And it's a true. It's a wine and beer, though, right?
No.
It's not.
No.
It is a full
It is a full
well drinks to happy hour.
well drinks. Yep.
That is amazing.
So
It's free, by the way. What we're talking about is a free hour of drinking at every Embassy Suites every night.
all right, pay attention. This is the best Disneyland hack here, especially if you have kids. Mm-hmm. And then if you don't have kids, doesn't really matter. But with kids, this is a huge hack. Free breakfast in the mornings.
Yep.
So the room rates aren't even that bad. They're normally like 180 there.
Yeah.
If you have say
Super
two
reasonable.
kids, 2 adults, you're
That's an easy
immediately
meal.
saving $60.
Yep.
Like at a minimum for breakfast right there.
Yep.
Compared to Disneyland prices. $60 right there. Then you come back in the afternoon. They have free snacks, free drinks for I think it's 2 hours now. I don't even think it's 1 hour. I think it's 2 hours.
hours now?
Yeah. They have snacks out there, drinks, all of that.
It's legit, too. They're not like waitresses that are walking away from you or... No, you can get as much drinks as you want.
So, that's how you save money, especially if you have kids. Like that's a free hotel room, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Between the snacks and the breakfast, that's
sure.
a free hotel room. As an adult, though, I went there when I was like 21, 22, and we went there with like a whole bunch of friends, and
A shit face in that 2 hours.
it was a rotation. Like there was like 7 of us, and we were just
Yeah.
like, because you can order 2 per time, and it was like we're not gonna drink until we get all the drinks. So we're get 2 drinks, set them on the table, and it's just like a line constantly setting them on the table.
Beautiful.
We get back, we've got like probably
900 drinks.
straight up is like 20 drinks a fucking person. And then it's like, okay, we spent our first hour doing that. We're gonna drink these, head back to the
Wait,
bar.
do they care if you fucking drink them? Could you just kept doing that for the 2 hours and then just drank it at
No,
the
that's what we
third or
did.
fourth? Oh my god!
That's what- we had 20 drinks set up, and then we started drinking. 20 drinks a person, not.
Yeah, right. I get you. I get what you're saying.
We got fucked up.
I bet.
And then you go back, hit California Adventure. You're nice and drunk, and
And there is alcohol in California Adventure if you ever need a little top off.
yeah. And that's back when they had like the Tron music area.
yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
get a drink to sip on there, but you only need one because you're already cutting the line close.
Yeah, probably shouldn't be in the park either.
But you just make it happen.
Hey, remember, you're around children. And throwing up on a roller coaster is fun for you, but not the people around you.
Not for little Timmy.
Yeah, not for little Timmy that just ate your fucking corn dog.
God damn
He
it.
threw his own iPhone. You ever seen those clips of shit like that, like people losing stuff on those? I've seen one. Well, the most famous clip is, I think, what's his name? Fabio getting hit in the face by a bird on the opening run of that one roller coaster. Do you remember that?
No.
Maybe you're too young.
Yeah.
So Fabio, I don't know what the fuck he was doing at this roller coaster opening.
Of course, Fabio again.
So he's there in all his Fabio glory, white t-shirt, flowing blonde hair, gets on the thing and he gets off, and he's just covered in blood. I think he says something like, "Don't worry, it's not much of my own." What? Apparently on one of the downs, a bird hit him right in the face.
Oh, shit.
Broke his nose, cut him right across here, like a little bit into his eye, and then bird blood and shit was just all over it.
What the fuck? I actually had a friend that we were in Vegas.
Yeah.
I was under 21.
Okay.
We were young and dumb, and
Yeah,
we,
come.
I think we were 18 or 19. We drove down to Vegas on our way to spring training, and then we were also going to meet our buddy down at
Shit.
University of Arizona to go party.
Oh,
So we stopped in Vegas first. We're like,
Vegas was your first stop on the road trip?
yeah.
So that 18-hour drive was the first.
9 out. Wasn't that bad.
Okay, you like the party.
So we're 18 or 19. Like, Luxor is the only, just so you know, Luxor is the only hotel on the entire strip that allows you to check in under the age of 21.
Wow, pro tip for young teenagers trying to get fucked up in Vegas.
All right, so I guess this warrants a full story.
Let's go.
So we're young and like not understanding that everyone's probably just gonna know you're 18 bringing in beer to this place. So we were like, fuck, like how are we gonna get beer? And like, I fucking looked hella young back then.
You do right now.
We all look fucking young. None of us look even close to 21.
Right.
How the fuck are we gonna get beer into this hotel room? Because they were gonna valet and do all that shit. Because we also brought a beer pong table because we're stupid.
Yes.
So I don't remember if it was on the way down or before we left. We're like, you know what the best idea is? No one will question it if we wrap it like a birthday present. So
this is kind of true.
we wrapped all of our 30 racks in happy birthday shit, but it's very fucking clear what it is.
You were carrying it on the top.
So we check into our hotel in Vegas.
Yes.
And we have the table wrapped in a present with the handle sticking out, 30 racks, and we're carrying
How many of them?
probably 3.
Okay.
It's just 3 of us. Just 3 of us.
Oh, yeah. Just one a piece. That was for the day.
Yeah, I read all the fucking comments that we were pretty not drinking a lot.
I know. What the hell? I thought, man.
In reality, this is the real us.
Yeah.
So we fucking checked into this hotel and we're playing beer pong at the Luxor in our hotel room because we can't fucking drink anywhere.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
the strip. That was fucking fun. It was a good time. But what were we talking about before that?
Things falling off of roller coasters.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that sets up, like at night, what the fuck are we going to go do? There's a roller coaster at New York, New York.
Yes. And it goes outside the hotel, inside the hotel.
Yeah, very
really fun. Really fun.
So we get on it, and that's the only reason why I had to bring up the rest of that story.
Yeah. So
about
you're
21
30 fucking beers deep.
So we're not going to be 21 or over riding the roller coaster there in New York, New York. We're underage.
Now you're
Drunk.
at the sphere thing.
Yeah. So we're all drunk, get on it, and somebody ahead of us pukes. And buddy gets off. One of my buddies got off, and he's fucking covered.
Got the worst of it?
He's the only one that got it.
Oh, he's the only one.
Only one.
The universe was telling him something.
And we're just like, damn, that fucking sucks. So he's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom, clean myself up, buy a shirt.
Bathroom, you were done for the night, sir. Go back to the hotel.
Not him. Not my buddy Jake. He was down.
So, pants, okay?
Pants were fine.
Pants were fine.
Just the shirt.
So, I shirt off, I do a quick sink shower.
Yep.
Right?
Well, he went to the, me and my other buddy, we're hanging out, just talking, waiting for him to clean himself up. So he comes back around, and he had gone to like, one of the stores to buy a shirt.
Yeah.
And he buys the...
I love New York shirt.
No. It's the one with the pole and the stick figure dancing saying, I support single moms.
Oh, shit. He turned his night into a better night.
Yep, absolutely.
Any comments on the shirt after?
Oh, yeah. I think he got like 20 high fives the rest of the night.
There you go. There you go. Any pussy? No. He was
high fives.
He was 18, drunk with a fucking dress pants on. You ever won big at a casino? Or at all at a casino?
Not big, but one time. So I'm there with my ex, and we were at, what was that? It's outside of Yosemite. Chuck Chansey?
I don't know. It might be.
Yeah,
Might be,
Chuck Chansey. Not in Vegas.
Yeah.
Not a big gambler in Vegas. We're spending money. We're not well off at the time. We're pretty broke. And she threw in like $200 into the machine, and like she's getting down to it.
So slots.
Yeah. And I was like, hey, let's just cash out, like, so we can go have dinner and all that shit. Like,
this is all the money we
like,
have.
Like, fuck it. Like, you got like $50 left. Like, let's just cut it at 150. And I turned back around, and she's drunk. She's super fucking drunk.
Sure. She's 14.
No. This is Jen.
Shit. Okay.
Name dropping.
Ex-wife.
Yeah, ex-wife. We're not married at the time.
Okay.
So then she just starts drunkenly hitting max bet. And I'm like,
Just like a toddler.
yes.
Okay.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? And then she's down to like
$3.
She did not win a single time through that $200. Not even like win my money back. Like,
Zero.
all your money. So she gets down to like $8 left, and that's how much the best were.
Oh, that's the last max bet you could do.
And I'm like, really? And then she like just looks at me and goes, beep. Fucking hits it for $900.
It happens sometimes. It happens. I've never won shit. I mean, I went on runs, blackjack runs, and come up like the highest I've ever walked out was probably like $600-700 out, which is really good, I would think. In my lifetime of gambling, I'm very much down.
I sat at a blackjack table once, for like 4 or 5 hours.
See?
In Tahoe.
Yeah.
I think I won like $200, but if you sit at a blackjack table for that long,
You're fucked up.
I was never up, never really down, just stayed like nice and even. And I got up to $200, and it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, all right, time to.
And that works if you had a night of fun and had free drinks along the way.
Yep.
Or $2 drinks because you're tipping a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll give you one tip about gambling for blackjack. Never sit down at the cheapest table, which is something that I quite often do. Unless the cheapest table only has one deck. Or, okay, so there's a difference between automatic shufflers and a shoe with automatic shufflers.
Yep.
So if I have 5-6 card deck and we're playing with that, automatically the house has more advantage. If we're playing single card, now we're talking about the real advantage of potentially having better than that. But if you're doing single 5 things with a shoe and a shuffler, at least as the hands are getting played, those are getting put into the shoe and not being played again.
Right.
At the lowest table, it's usually 5 to 6 or 5 to 8 decks, and they're shuffling them bitches every single time.
Right.
They're putting it right back into the machine after every single hand, So they always have a really fair advantage that you're never going to win. So if that's the $20 table, bump up to the 30, you get a two card manual shuffle, you will win so much fucking more.
And I'm watching this guy on TikTok. I have no idea what his name is.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of tattoos on his shit.
Yeah. And he was saying that the automatic the automatic shufflers are shuffling.
Absolutely.
Are setting up the deck, which
absolutely.
I always figured, but I didn't.
And even if they weren't setting up the deck, by the fact that we just dealt 4 blackjacks and you had 6 aces come out and they're going right the fuck back in, is always going to skew it. Now we're playing 20-80. Right. It used to be 41, 58, and sometimes I can get by.
Right.
Fucking casinos.
Fucking casinos.
I don't understand how they could ever go out of business. I don't get it. Maybe just competition and nobody's playing. People aren't playing enough. Because if you have people playing, you're winning fucking money.
It's got to be competition. I mean, like, especially like the slot machines. Like, if you're not changing those out like all the fucking time,
yeah,
people get bored with what you have, and
you gotta have that new shit.
Right.
Can't all be buffaloes and fucking Monopoly.
When I go up to Eureka, I usually stay at the casino up there because it's just there's not a lot of really good options.
There's hookers there, and it's a casino.
Best Western is the best option that you have, and I'm just like, I'll at least have a hotel bar if I go to a casino. So
very true.
That's fucking all they have is buffaloes. Like buffalo. That's the whole fucking casino is just buffaloes. It's just,
that doesn't make any sense. Where's the variety there?
Yeah.
So I like a good, like a video roulette, like a rapid roulette. I'll sit and play that, even though I know it's a little bit skewed probably too.
Yeah.
I'll play regular roulette as well.
I don't like their odds on that one.
Yeah. I like regular roulette too. I'll play blackjack roulette. Sometimes I'll bet on like the pass line on craps. I'm not a very good craps knower. I'll bet on some numbers. I'll play the pass line.
It looks exciting.
It is.
So whenever I play, I just follow whatever my friends are doing. I'm basically saying, if you win, I win.
Yeah, let's have fun.
There's a lot of cheering. There's a lot of yelling. Buddy Ron watches this. He's very loud when he does it. He is the best time with craps.
For craps?
Yeah.
Does he stay on dice a long time too? He likes the dice.
He is like the best person you can play with it, I think, because he's.
Does he know how to bet too?
I think so.
Okay.
Fucking, I think so.
He seems to enjoy.
He talks so loud and confidently that I'm just like, yeah, Ron,
let's
you got it
that way. Where's his ships?
That's what I do. I follow his ships the whole way through.
That's fun.
But he stayed up multiple times whenever I've gone to Vegas with him.
Yeah.
I'll usually cut out, dip out, because I mean, especially when I was married and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm dipping out 2-3 o'clock.
Which is still pretty fucking crazy.
That's generally speaking when he starts his craps time.
Wow.
He will shut it down around 9 a.m.
Is there some strategy there too? Maybe? I don't know. Who knows?
Possibly.
It's better than cocaine, apparently. Or maybe there's some cocaine happening.
Good for him.
The cocaine fuels me. I can't take it before 4 a.m. Yeah, it always amazes me that there's people that professionally gamble and are good at it and that make money.
Yeah.
And they get banned from casinos. Like, what kind of shit is that?
Right.
I'm too good. Okay.
Right.
There should be some sort of caveat that, yeah, you can refuse the service, but after a certain dollar value that I can win from you or something.
Right.
I'm sure that dude that we're talking about on TikTok, who's been banned probably from every fucking casino.
Yeah, he talks about that. There's no casino that you can go to anymore.
Private games, or he'll show other people how to do what he does and stake them and shit like that.
Yeah, apparently he's like trying to sell off like all of his secrets to casinos.
Oh, bastard.
Or someone who buys him out. He's like, basically, I'm trying to.
Casinos are gonna have more money. You bastard. But I guess if you have a skill that you cannot use anymore, and you could sell it to them for probably billions, why not?
Yep.
Fuck it.
I think you still got to be brilliant to do it. Like, you can learn all the tricks and stuff, but you have to be able to mentally do the math fast enough and use it
correctly.
in real time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about that before. You can learn everything about something and still not connect the dots on how to do it correctly.
Right.
That's why there's a very big gamut between the best basketball player and the worst one. They all know.
Fathers and sons.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Because I'm sure that LeBron has taught Bronny everything that he knows, but you still have to be able to process it.
Yeah. And there's certain things that you can't process as fast, or you process in a different way, and it just don't work like that.
Having 6 inches on him, Mike.
That helps. What are we talking about?
Not the 6 inches is a lot. So
It's huge. If you've ever heard different, 6 inches is fucking. You ever got a 6-inch fish?
the tape measures have it wrong. Right?
Yeah,
Every
you
time
might
I look
say,
at a tape measure, I'm just like,
Fucking fake news. Let's do a couple jokes, then we'll do an outro. See if we can get you some quick ones. I spelled dirty wrong. Why did the ketchup blush? He saw the salad dressing.
What did the elephant ask the naked man?
I don't know.
How do you breathe out of that thing?
Shit, that one was only 3 inches, because even elephants know 6 is huge. Why did the mermaid wear seashells?
I'm looking at that one right now.
She outgrew her bee shells.
We're on the same fucking site.
I'm gonna go further down.
What is 6 inches long, 2 inches wide, and makes everyone go crazy?
What?
$100 bill.
Ching ching. Also,
I
50.
only said that because I read 6 inches at first. I didn't read the rest of the joke.
What do a nearsighted gynecologist and a puppy have in common? A wet nose.
How do you spot a blind man on a nude beach?
He's touching your dick.
It's not hard.
I love shit like that. The misdirection. What's the difference between a G-spot and a clitoris? Who gives a fuck? That's not how I feel, okay?
What are either of those? I don't.
What? I don't want. Did we do this one before? Why does Dr. Pepper come in a bottle? Because his wife passed away.
Oh, shit.
He used to be fucking with Sergeant Pepper, but I thought it was too meta and weird.
What do clowns get turned on by?
I don't know.
Balloon blow-up dolls. I'm not impressed either. I'm just reading.
They do
this.
look
I
like
don't make
dicks,
this
though.
up.
They straight look like dicks.
Shit.
Go.
What do you do if your wife starts smoking?
Leave her?
Slow down and use some lube.
And you may want to check if your wife is past that. Stop calling your flashlight your wife.
What do you call yours then?
The truth, the answer. Wow.
That was Allen Iverson.
And
Whoa.
That was Allen Iverson and good old dude from the Celtics. They have some word association bullshit right there. What did the penis say to the vagina? Don't make me come in there. Oh, what's another name for a diaphragm? A trampoline for dicks.
Why did the sperm cross the road? Because I put on the wrong sock this morning.
Do people still jerk off in the socks? I don't know. It's 2024. People jerk off into flashlights. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us on Cup0Joes. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. We appreciate you guys watching. Enjoy your day.
Cheers.